You can't be 50-50 with a woman when she's on her period. That's a pain and that's a journey that she has to go through every single month that you don't participate in and that you can't be 50-50 in. You can't be 50-50 in the 9 months when a woman is pregnant. That's a journey that she is going to take part of, that you have no idea the emotions and the hormones and the changes in her body that she is going to have to go through. And you can't be 50-50 in the moment when she has to give birth. That is something that only a woman can do. And you can't definitely be 50-50 in the 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 months after. You can't be 50-50 in the time after when a woman gives birth and she has to breastfeed and she has that nurturing and loving relationship with a child. So what you as a man have to do is you have to honor your duty as a man and hold space for her so that she can do that freely and she can do that in her feminine energy. And as a result of that, your baby will be rewarded in that he will have a masculine and feminine presence in his life. And that is what creates a very healthy baby.
Oh, will you do 50-50 with your boyfriend, your partner, your husband? Let me know in the comment section. What do you think about 50-50 relationship? What are your thoughts? I'll give you my thoughts at the end.
Going 50-50 with a man in a healthy relationship doesn't exist. And this is going to be so controversial, but let's fucking do it. A man that is willing to go 50-50 with a woman is a man that still yet doesn't have the intention of being a financial provider. When a man says, I want my woman to provide for herself while still expecting her to raise his children, he's basically saying, I want my wife to be half of the man for me while still being all of the woman. This is an unbalanced equation of the feminine and masculine dynamic. When the woman is working to provide the other 50% while raising children, it will put her on survival mode and she cannot fulfill her divine purpose as a mother to carry, nurture, and raise her children to be the highest reflection of their father. And then men say, I will not provide for you, I will not marry you, and I will not lead you. But I will fuck you, and if you get pregnant, we'll figure it out with no plan because I'm a man that lacks intention. This is why we have so many broken families and our communities are degrading. The masculine energy in our society is weak. It's why so many women have daddy issues. There's no real discipline, no focus, and no leadership from men anymore. At least not many. Instead, society wants to push women to be more masculine instead of providing the masculine support needed to uplift and protect their feminine essence.
Men do not want to hear that. You cannot have any type of respect if you're going 50-50. And men do know this. So if a man asks you as a woman to go 50-50, you're not the one because he don't need your respect because you're a placeholder. You're a placeholder because he would never, if you were the one, he would never ask you to pay anything because he would never get your respect or you would never value him as a man. So he already plans to leave you if he's asking you for 50-50. He don't even care what you think of him. He don't even care if you respect him because you're holding a place for the other woman that he's able to save for since you're paying 50% of all the bills. Okay, so don't do it. It's never worth it. And they may say all the things that you want to hear, but in the back of their mind, you're not the one because they know you don't respect them. Yet still, they have their hand out at bill pay time. So either they're in survival mode. They don't care if you respect them or not, which means they don't care if you ever see them as a real man. They're just there for survival. And if you were to stop paying, they would leave. So they're not really, into you as you thought that they were. Okay, so get out of that 50-50, Barbara the Builder and we got to build together mentality because that only helps the man, not the woman. And then they have the nerve to turn around and call you a gold digger when they're building on your back. That's why you don't ever pay for no bills in no grown man's house. Or you don't ever let a grown man live in your house without him paying all them bills. Period.
It's crazy to me how women still entertain the 50-50 relationships. And I just want to cry for those women, really. I just feel bad for them because they will never know the joys of being taken care of. I wish every woman could experience the soft life where you know that you can rely on somebody who loves you and is willing to take care of you and is willing to build a future with you on the foundations of providing and protecting you. And once you experience it, you really understand that this is where we are meant to thrive in. Like, this environment is the environment that women are meant to thrive in. And when we're taken out of that environment and put in a stressful situation where we have to think about how are we going to pay our 50 half, and how are we going to do this, or how are we going to do it. I recently saw a video of somebody talking about a situation where a woman was calling her husband saying like, oh, I can't pay for these groceries, but I'm going to work 10 times harder, so I'm never put in this position. You have a husband and you can't pay for your groceries? Sorry, could never be me. Could never be me. Relationships should be beneficial. Women are a benefit in the sense that we biologically are just astronomical and we can create life. And men should benefit a relationship in the way that they protect and provide for their woman. What happened to sticking to the rule of nature? Why are we all of a sudden accepting a 50-50 relationship when the only benefactor in that relationship is the man? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have your own money. You absolutely should have your own money. You should still work, but do it for you. Do it for the things that you love and for the things that you want to afford or give to yourself. Invest in yourself, reinvest it. But the essential factors in life should not be weighted on your shoulders. I don't know, just a food for thought.
Do not settle for a 50-50 man. I swear to you, you will pay for it for the rest of your life if you do. First of all, let me just say how wonderful it is to date a man with a provider mindset. My man makes me feel so taken care of, safe, and protected, like he would never let anything ever happen to me. He knows that I can cover my own tab and pay for my own things, but he wants to, without expecting anything in return. For my man, who I'd consider high value, my sincere gratitude and warm smile is all that he needs. He has told me that my happiness is the most important thing to him and that seeing me happy makes him happy. I don't think that saying happy wife equals happy life came out of thin air. When women are able to show up as relaxed, satisfied, and happy, this feeds back to everyone around them. And when I feel taken care of, I want to give back and make sure that all of his needs are also met. Now, let's put the present aside and talk about what's at stake in the future. I am someone who thinks about the future very often, and I have a clear vision on what I want my future to look like. I don't know about you girls, but I eventually want to start a family with my partner. So it's only natural that I want to date a competent man who has the emotional and financial capacity to become my husband someday. No one should dismiss the fact that being a wife and a mother is a full-time job. If I have a choice, I don't want to have to worry about going back to work quickly after I give birth to make ends meet. I don't want to take full responsibility for childcare and household management and also half of the income. It isn't fair to be all of the woman and half of the man. Also, realize that pregnancy is not 50-50. He can't put in 50% in carrying the child, giving birth, and breastfeeding. However, he could show up in different ways and at least take charge of the finances. It's really attractive when your man is able to say, "Don't worry, let me take care of it. I got you, baby." Whenever he sees you struggling, that's the man you want in your life. You know, we only have one life to live, girl, so live it to the fullest. I know it sucks, but comb through all of the scrubs while dating, then end up with a nasty divorce. The divorce rate in the US is 50%, and the top 3 reasons are money, sex, and children. I don't want that for myself, and I don't want that for you. I know that there are a lot of men that just want to tear down women and abuse women. I'm sure we'll see some of them in my comment section. But know that there are also a lot of men who don't care about your job and want to provide and treat you well.
Right, so my opinion is that if we are both working and there are no children involved, then we can do 50-50. Depending on how much I earn. If I'm earning more than the guy, then I feel like it's only fair because there are no kids involved and he's partaking in the cooking and the cleaning at home and we're both doing our jobs. And I mean, it's only fair if I paid more, if he's alright with that. But then again, if whoever earns more pays a little bit more, it's only if we're both getting equal amount of pay and we both agree that I'm going to pay half and you're going to pay half, right? So I feel it depends on the relationship, okay? But if there are children involved, then I feel the guy is supposed to be a provider. That's all I'm going to say. But then again, if it all depends on you as an individual, if you're okay with your man, if we're splitting 50-50 with your man, then that's fine. I also feel like it doesn't matter if we have children or if we don't have children. If you want to be a provider, then be a provider. Take care of your own, stand your ground as a man, and do manly things for your woman, okay? But if I'm earning more than my partner, if he's just up, I don't mind picking up a few things from his plate so that he can also have a little bit of comfort to himself. But that's my opinion. So you're welcome to leave your opinions in the comment section. Will you do 50-50? Will you do 60-40, 70-30? Let me know so this brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this type of content, let me know in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.